Things should have never happened. Ukraine with Russia should have never happened. It would have never happened if I were president. It would have never. I can say that with 100%. I think he saw probably Putin looked and he saw the disaster in Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing, probably the most embarrassing period of time in the history of our country. And he said, wow, this is my chance. But because he always wanted it, I knew that. And I had a very good relationship with him. It would have never happened. And you may have Taiwan happening now too. We'll see. Yeah. But there are a lot of things that you wouldn't have done. First of all, the border, we had the border sealed up and beautiful, as good, I guess, probably. Everybody reports it, so I'll say it. But we had the strongest border in the history of the country, southern border. And now it's the worst border, I think, ever anywhere. I say in the rallies, there is no third world country that would allow millions of people to come in totally unchecked from prisons from all over the world. I mean, we have over 129 countries last month where people came in. That would mean you have 129 prison systems, I guess, in some form. And those people are being allowed into our country and being ushered into our country. And it's just sick. So that's a big thing. And of course, energy, because energy started this whole disaster. And, you know, again, without the energy, you wouldn't have had Afghanistan and you wouldn't have had certain things happening. But you take a look at energy with Ukraine, energy with almost everything involves energy. If you make donuts, if you make anything you make has to do. And when they ended our energy, we were energy independent. Think of this. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. We would have been bigger than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And I won't say times two, but pretty close to times two. We were going to supply the world, and they just ended it. It was shocking, the shock. And that started the rise of inflation. It also gave Putin so much money because, remember, we had it down to $40 a barrel. Yep. When it went up to $130 a barrel, that war is very inexpensive by comparison to the kind of money he was taking in. So that would have, and that's another way of stopping it, by the way. If you could get it down to $40, $50 a barrel, he wouldn't be able to have the war. It would stop. Yep. Other than that, you'd have to talk to him and you have to reason with him, but that should have never, ever happened. So we're very sad. But I'd strengthen the border and I'd give us plenty of energy and I'd stop with all the nonsense because it's so sad. I mean, when you look at the stupidity of all electric cars, you have no choice. They don't go very long. You know, I have a friend, he wants to take a drive in the country, but he doesn't have enough, and he juices it up. It takes him hours and hours. And then if he gets stuck, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. They don't go long enough, and the whole thing is ridiculous. Let the market take care of that. Right. But you have to bring back the energy. You have to bring it back. You have to stop with the windmills all over the place that are all made in China, by the way, and Germany, but mostly in China. And I think very importantly, we have to seal up our border fast, and we have to get the bad cookies. We have to get them out of our country because we have terrorists here. We have people that came in not only on the plane from Afghanistan. You know, that ride from Afghanistan, if you take a look at the people on the plane, those were the strongest and the fittest and the people that could rush the plane the best. Okay. Mm. You're going to pay a big price for those flights, and you're going to pay a bigger price for all of the people that are coming in from all over the world. 129, 133, 100, I guess 2 months ago, it was 135 different countries. Most people don't even know you have that many countries. So we have a lot of work to do. The biggest problem is millions and millions of people are here.